Thanks for your company once again. Now, farmers at Badu in the Tan district of the Banoahafu region are appealing to the Banoahafu Region Security Council to swiftly move in and end what they term the lawless and criminal activities of a group of hunters in the area. The irate farmers accused the hunters believed to have come from Wenchi of consistently burning their farms in search of wild animals. Nesta Kafuya-Doma reports from Badu.
The group of hunters from Wenchi have allegedly been terrorizing and burning plantations in and around Badu for about 5 years now. According to the farmers, the hunters usually invade their farms in numbers and either restrict them at gunpoint from working or drive them away before burning the farms. In some cases, female farmers are threatened with rape if they insist on working on the farm, whilst others are severely beaten. Secretary of the Badu Cocoa Farmers Association, Joseph Menu, in a statement said they have reported a case to appropriate authorities in the region, but nothing has been done. He further stated that the unlawful activities of the group of hunters is greatly affecting farmers in and around Badu.
A petition on this same subject matter was submitted to the Honorable Eric Opeku, the then regional minister of Banoahafu, for immediate redress, but to no avail. Similarly, we had also submitted a written and verbal petitions to the Tan District Assembly, the immediate past municipal chief executive of Wenchi, the municipal divisional commander of Ghana Police Service, Wenchi, the municipal fire officer of Wenchi, the Forestry Commission, BNI, in the Wenchi, yet no solution has been found to these criminal activities being perpetrated against innocent peasant farmers per our records.
Joseph Menu, on behalf of farmers, called on RECSEC to get the hunters out of Badu land within 4 days or record a major clash.
We want to caution them for the last time that the silence of the people of Badu, the past years of their inhuman activities on our land, should not be taken as a sign of defeat. We may no longer have mercy for any criminal or a group who will trespass on our lands.
Paramount Chief of Badu, Nana Boachi Yadom II, in an interview with Joy News, charged his people to be brave and drive the hunters away anytime they come around.
I just want more to Tuja. A chin more. Especially Nippon, when Chinaya will move free back. Yeah, but for the Yibi, to which you phone about. You food in our master, on bet more, normally call. Till I'm saying, till I'm saying, there's the last 2 years. A concurrence will come. Maybe in food one on bet to Jan. I want to know my Munam normally call. This is Beduka reactivation. Yes, you dear Coco. Apayeso, Makura Bakuno. Aho, Uma dear Coco, pa, and I'm Jahishan in Tina, Makukuni in Ash. In the Anessa, if you are only in your body, Mankeli, Banchi, Nina, Ifri, or Nina, Ash. Dinner,
For now, Badu farmers are agitated and waiting to strike if RECSEC fails to act again. Nesta Kafuya-Doma's reports.
Let's head over to the Parliament House now, where MPs are asking health authorities in schools to step up monitoring of students' health to avert recent incidents of suicide on campuses. In a statement on the floor, MP for Oforikrom, Dr. Emmanuel Mafo, questioned why officials of the KNUST are not taking seriously the practice of pre-admission medical screening for students. Joseph Opoku-Gakpo joins us on the phone with more later in the bulletin. I hear we've lost him on the line now. Still in the health sector, it is a worrying situation of an average of 4 babies dying every day at the Okomfonochi Teaching Hospital. The lucky ones who survive have to endure the hostile environment of being crammed in baby cots and incubators, as revealed in Joy News' special assignment documentary Next to Die, produced by Seth Kwame Boateng. But Health Minister Kweku Ejiman Menu, in an interview with Joy News' Maxwell Agbagba, has attributed the situation to monetary issues, efficiency and supervision lapses. He's, however, promising his outfit will collaborate with the private sector to arrest the situation.
That is sort of a good legacy I've inherited. And we're trying to do certain things in the ministry. It was a little bit too early for me to announce certain things. Luckily for me, the ministry's medium-term plan comes to an end this year, and therefore we are working on a new one that will start from next year. All the challenges and things we have there, some of them seem to be monetary issues, but some part of it is a little bit efficiency management, and some, how do I call it, a little bit more supervision on the part of the human resource that we put there. So we're combining these three deficiencies we may have diagnosed, if I can use that word now, and see how best we can, tackle the issues. It's a legacy, I can't run away from it, so but we'll work on it.
Are we going to see an intervention from your ministry very soon on how we can, control the situation? Why
not? Definitely yes. So we need to do some planning and look at how we can push things together holistically.
Can you tell us how soon that is going to be? Because as stands right now, 4 babies, at least 4 babies are dying.
I don't control everything in the ministry. I'm working with people, right? And we need to work with plans. So if you tell me how early, I can't tell you nothing. We will need money to do some aspects of it. We need to talk to private sector people to help us, partner us to do certain things. And it would be very naive on my part to stand here giving you benchmarks. How do I call it? Bench time marks as to when certain things will happen. But we'll definitely begin to work on them.
Let's stay a while in the health sector. Former Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Professor Badu has urged government to invest and equip other hospitals in and around the Kumasi metropolis to help ease the pressure on the Komfo Teaching Hospital. Reacting to Joy News' special assignment documentary Dab Next to Die, which highlights the plight of mothers and babies at the mother and baby unit of the facility, resulting in congestion, Professor Akosa believes until patients visiting the hospital have options of health centers delivering equal services, just as being done at the Komfo Teaching Hospital, the problem will be far from end.
If you take Ashanti region, from the north, you're coming through to Edra and approaching Kumasi from Edra Mampong. You come from the south, you are either coming through, entering through Obuasi at the Adansi end, or you're coming through the Asante Achim end, or you're coming through the Ofinso end. All those places do not necessarily converge in Kumasi. Facilities in all these areas can mitigate all the problems, and not at such huge cost. We've spent so much on Komfo, and it appears as if Komfo is not able to deliver, because somehow we're not able to conclude. 2 incubators in the peripheral hospitals can't solve the problem. And in any case, why should everybody go to the teaching hospital? And it is only because all the other hospitals really are starved of funds. And I remember very, very, very well when I was DG, I had issues with the chief executive of Komfo. Today, he's the Director General of the Ghana Health Service, and I hope this time round he will see my argument. Not every child born in Ashanti region comes to Komfo. And let's provide smaller facilities and even reduce the load that comes to Komfo. Everybody thought that everybody was going to come to Komfo. That's why they built 1,000 beds. Why?
Well, it's not completed, and that's the problem.
No, but if it's not completed, I'm saying that I would even say that rather than complete it now, mitigate the suffering in all the other hospitals now, and make sure that you leave that to complete much later on. Because let's not make sure that everybody comes to Komfo Teaching Hospital. It is bad enough that, I just read on your clip that 4 babies die every day
on the average.
Why? There's Menchia Hospital, there's South Central Hospital, there's Kumasi South Hospital, all.
While also commenting on the large government being constituted by President Akufo-Addo, Professor Akosa did not hesitate to express a shock and disapproval of the 110 ministers being appointed so far.
I put myself up for the candidature in the Convention People's Party in 2007. And my blueprint was that I was going to have 20 cabinet ministers, 20 deputy ministers, and I was going to elevate 4 positions to a ministerial level, but will not be ministers.
Okay.
But they will be invited to cabinet as and when. And that was, the National Child Commission for Children. I've forgotten it now, but so when I see this, we go and we have donors or development partners. None of them has even half our ministers. And yet we're not ashamed to go and ask them for money. And we have an executive of 110. Mr. President must have a very good reason for that. That reason has not been passed on to all of us. For now that we do not have those reasons, we think it is really, really overbloated.
Well, Professor Kosa is not the only one who has an opinion on this seemingly large government being constituted by President Akufo-Addo. People have been sharing their opinions on social media, and we went onto the streets to find out from some of you what you make of this.
The man wants to do something for Ghana. So he feels the number of ministers or deputy ministers will be effective in his government. That is why he appointed those people. So I don't have anything to say about good or bad. That is good for him.
The point is, do we need 3 information ministers or do we need 3 deputy transport ministers? We're looking at costs. Costs in such a way that if you are taking 3 ministers or 110 ministers, it will mean getting them salaries, getting them drivers, getting them cars, and it will be quite expensive. This is a government that is coming in to fix something that he feels he's coming with a change. So looking at it from that angle, I think it's a bit too much.
He has gone through the country and he made promises to electorates, what he thinks he can do best for the country. Now he has set himself targets. 1 district, 1 factory policy, 1 village, 1 dam, a whole lot of things. Probably he thinks if he has enough people, they can give results. So for me, I'm not interested about the number of ministers, but I'm interested about how they'll be measured in terms of their performance. And I think when you think about it, it makes sense because he wants.
Away from those reactions, 1 person is confirmed dead after police fired gunshots to restore calm at a Dinai community in the Ketu South district. Residents yesterday clashed with operators of a salt mining company in that area. 1 person was killed after he sustained gunshots fired by the police when they sought to intervene to calm tension. Now, Joy News' Ivy Setiji is currently at a dinner and joins us via the telephone with the latest. Hello, Ivy. Thank you for joining us. And when we spoke to you earlier, you confirmed the death, but you've been speaking to the regional commander. What's the situation currently at Adina, and what has he been saying?
Well, I've been speaking to the regional operation commander in the name of Chief Superintendent Ebenezer Kweku Astari. He described the act by the residents, that is destroying properties of the company, as barbaric and criminal and must be condemned by all. He said he is advising the residents to calm down and dialogue with the situation, and so that they can all come together and see what they can do about the situation and bring an end to this dispute. So that's what the operational commander or manager has been telling joining.
All right, Ivy, do we know if this is the first time there's been such a clash at the mining company?
No, this is the second time I was told. Last year was the first time similar incident happened when some residents had a clash with the company, and some people were injured in the process. So this is the second time.
Ivy, just to help us understand this better, what exactly are the residents calling for? They calling for, are they asking that they should be employed in this facility, or that the facility should leave their town for good?
The residents, some of whom we spoke to, are saying that they need the company to relocate, or they don't want the company here anymore. According to them, their livelihood has been taken away from them. They cannot fish, they cannot mine anymore as they used to, and that is really worrying them, because this is what the only thing they do for a living. And so this mining company came and took their land, and everything has come to a standstill. So they are calling for this company to leave the town so that they can do their own mining and then continue with their fishing as well. As a matter of fact, some of the youth, or some residents, few of them, have been employed by the company.
So what is the police saying moving forward? What do they hope to do to maintain peace in Adina?
Well, police are saying that they will do everything possible to make sure that this incident doesn't happen again in the future.
Thank you for your time, Ivy Setaji, my colleague in the Volta region, coming to us from Adina, where it's now been confirmed that one person died after a clash between residents of the area and a mining company. The police had to intervene, and unfortunately, when they intervened, they fired a bullet which hit one gentleman. We'll take a quick break now on Joy News Today. When I come back, I'll be telling you what's happened with that case between the branch manager of Mawako restaurant and one of his workers he's alleged to have assaulted.